Well, just feast your eyes on these little beauties. Wild boar piglets. Here on the land at Hoikiyang Nature Park. If you watched my last video, you will know that I waited in the hot sun under a cloak for about 2.5 hours to try and get some film of these piglets a few days ago, but I failed. Today, they have turned up at Big Pool before I even managed to get my camera ready. These are 2 of the 6 piglets that we picked up on the trail camera images recently. The one on the right is as yet unaware of the pieces of banana that I put in that area earlier. Oh, that does look relaxing, doesn't it? Especially as it's nearly 40 degrees centigrade today. Ah, the youngster on the right has found a piece of banana now. As they get older, these boar will lose the gorgeous colours and stripes that we see here and become rather coarse and a uniform dark grey colour. Look at the one at the back now, very reminiscent of a puppy. Afraid that it might lose its snack, it takes it away to eat elsewhere. But there is plenty to go around. You can see the black bark on that fallen tree behind. Fires spreading from farmland are a constant hazard for us here, as is poaching and hunting. But for now, these ones are safe with us. I was rather surprised that just these 2 came along at first, but I can hear the others in the vegetation nearby, and I'm sure they'll be along soon. This is the Eurasian wild boar, the species from which domesticated pigs were bred, probably around 8,000 to 10,000 years ago. It is a widespread species native to Asia, North Africa and Europe. Actually, when I see these gorgeous animals, My heart bleeds for the 1.5 billion pigs that are enslaved in the animal agriculture industry each year for nothing more than gastronomic entertainment in most cases. Meat eating really is the scourge of the modern world, and it is not just an animal rights issue, but is very much a conservation, environmental, and human health issue too. As a conservationist, I simply must mention it. And there really is no justification for it in a world full of nutritious plant-based foods. For those who haven't considered the arguments in detail, a plant-based diet has 5 major advantages. Firstly, it greatly reduces animal suffering, of course. Pigs are highly intelligent, ranking higher than dogs and human toddlers in cognitive tests, so they are well aware of the awful abuse inflicted on them. And in total, about 90 billion land animals are farmed for consumption each year, about 10 for every human on the planet. That's an awful lot of suffering. Secondly, it reduces the climate impact of food production. Animal agriculture has an effect on climate change equal to all forms of carbon-based transport combined. Thirdly, growing plants for human food is far more energy efficient, requiring much less land and water to produce the same number of calories. And everywhere we see wilderness being converted to farmland and rivers and wetlands drying up. And therefore, a plant-based diet has a far lighter impact on the environment and on the species that we share the earth with, and which we are currently driving to extinction at an alarming rate. For example, 80% of the world's soybean production is grown not for direct human consumption, but to be fed to animals on farms. Some of that is grown in vast areas of land that used to be Amazon rainforest. Fourthly, for human health. Just looking around us, we can all see the catastrophic effects of the modern diet. A plant-based diet is associated with lower rates of heart disease, obesity, and some cancers, and is strongly linked to improved endurance. Last, but by no means least, a reduction in animal agriculture could reduce the spread and emergence of zoonotic diseases, some of which have had disastrous consequences in recent history. HIV/AIDS and COVID-19 had catastrophic effects on the world, but these would have been nothing if the World Health Organization and others hadn't successfully contained Ebola to small parts of Central and Western Africa. And SARS, MERS, avian flu, Nipah virus, and Salmonella are all hazards of life that we have all felt the consequences of, whether we eat animals or not. Well, for now, these young wild boar are safe here at Hoikiang Nature Park, but as they grow, they may well move out of the park, and then I can only hope that they escape the clutches of the animal killers.